Well, looky what we have here. Yeah, my name is not Biff, but oh, just in case you didn't hear it the first time, forgot to turn down my phone. All right, so we are ready, set, and go. We have obviously a new addition to the channel. I did get it fixed, and uh, wait, can you not see me? Okay, okay. I see colored names. I thought someone said I don't see, so I thought, oh, you don't see me. Um, so thanks to Jim, who's today the honoree of the set, has bought a couple of pay for plays that were sets, which were you can do the math. So I was like, yeah, it's about time to go out and get these things, and I'm going to tell you right now. Well, that's a great segue there, Jim, because so far, again, I'm open to being wrong. I'm open to change, and we'll see what happens as we get into this. I will definitely say the one good thing about them is that I cannot hear anything outside of these headphones. the the noise canceling is on, and I can barely hear myself talking. So that part is working, and that part is good. Although it might make me talk louder, and I'm not realizing. So if I'm blasting out your guys' eardrums, let me know because I can barely hear myself talk. But I will say this: number one, on the bad side, is that my ears hurt. I don't know if it's because my ears are big, or if these are just small. But man, I've had them on for like 2 minutes and my ears are already bugging. So, will my ears just get used to it, or am I just gonna have to deal with them hurting my fucking ears? Which is yet another reason why earbuds are just like the best thing that were ever created, because you have no wires, you have pretty good sound in my opinion, and you don't have to worry about something over your head and looking stupid like you're an alien, and you don't have to hurt your ears. So hopefully I'll get used to them. But that is definitely a very noticeable thing, is that as soon as I put them on, within a couple minutes, my ears are hurting. So, but number three, I can't tell any difference from sound yet. Maybe a little bit more bass. But I don't feel like it. Again, this was my whole point in not buying these in the first place, is I was like, for a couple $100 or $100, is it really going to make the sound that much better? So far, as I've gone through and listened as like practice for this, it's not like I've been like, whoa, this totally sounds, to me it's like it sounds kind of the same. Other than like everything else outside of it, I can't hear anything, which I mean, there's not really much noise in my house when I'm doing these anyways. So I am open for number three to be changed. It might get better as we start listening to songs and whatnot, but so far I don't feel that this is worth the extra money people pay for these. Other than if you're trying to get all the noise out so you can't hear anybody else or anything else, barely even your own voice. If that is your goal, yeah, I can get that, but so far I'm open to changing, and it might change after the first song. Who knows? I definitely don't hear a difference in sound that much. I mean, I hear a little bit. It's a little bit better, but those are $7 earphones or plugged-in phones. To these wireless whatever, there's not much difference so far. So that's my assessment yet. That probably will change, I'm guessing, but we'll see how much it changes. I don't know. I mean, it's too late. I've already got them. I could use them for other things. I'm just saying, for the purpose of the channel, I don't feel like it's really done much yet, but that might change. All right, on another front, because we're already 9 minutes in, as you all have heard and known, and one of the reasons I have not updated the channel as far as like the Excel doc saying who the schedule is. This weekend, I filled it out through this weekend. So we have today, we have Jim, tomorrow we have Colin, and then Monday we have Adrian. After that, I haven't filled it out because I was gone all week this week, so I just did not have time. So Tuesday night If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you should. It's up there. You'll be able to see this. It was my other half's birthday, so we went to our first Columbus Blue Jackets game, and that was pretty cool. She really enjoyed it, and we had a good time. But we didn't get home until because it went into overtime, and luckily the Blue Jackets, who are not that good this year because they're dealing with a lot of injuries, they scored in the overtime to win. So they beat the Philadelphia Flyers is who they played. So that was Tuesday night, and then Wednesday, I drove up to Cleveland. And if you guys have not been on the Discord, you can get on the Discord and you can see the videos that I posted there of me right in the front row in front of JP. And he was, I remember seeing a couple of videos when they first started the tour, and you could tell that they were like, just like any tour, they were working out some kinks, like, and you could tell Petrucci would miss a couple notes here and there. And this time, he was dead on. All of them were dead on. I think I heard Petrucci miss one note. I heard it. It was pretty clear. It was in Jaws of Life when he does his solo. And I actually posted it on the thing. He's going down really fast, and he just misses it by a half step. And big deal when you're doing like 30-second notes. But you can hear it. Other than that, I didn't hear him mess up. So they were on it. They're at the end of the tour, so they should be on it because they've been playing pretty much every night. The problem was, though, it was so fucking cold in Cleveland. I knew I was going to get back late, and unfortunately, I had planned when I bought the tickets to work from home, and so that I could at least like chill out and not have to be like on it. But they had scheduled this disc training for our work. So I had to go in, but I told him, I was like, look, I'm not getting home until 2:30. So I had my PPR, my performance review at 10. So I knew I had to be in at 10, and it's a 40-minute drive to work. So I was like, shit. I got back, and now on my way back, I just want to tell you guys this real quick because it was crazy. It was snowing, like pretty, not like heavy snow, but it was snowing in Cleveland when we left at 12 o'clock, 12:15. And I knew it was going to happen because of the lake effect. This always happens. I was telling my wife, like, this is what happens with the lake effect. And so we start driving. As soon as we get out of Cleveland, what do you know? It stops. And then about an hour from Cleveland, almost an hour in between Columbus and Cleveland, is Mansfield, Ohio. And when we got to Mansfield, it started snowing again, and it was like really like wet on the ground. I was like, it's kind of a little wet. Could be freezing rain. Could be freezing. And what do you know? We come up over this hill, and I got it on cruise on 80 because there's nobody out, and it's 70 on 71, 70 miles per hour. And I look up and I see all these lights, like fire engine lights, and I'm like, oh shit. So I slow down. And thank God I saw those lights and slowed down, because what had happened was, and it happened to me, I came down, there was black ice all over this bridge, and it was a pretty long bridge. It wasn't one of those small ones. It was like a long one. And when I hit it, my car slid, like it started sliding, and I had no control over it. But because I was going so slow, because I had seen the lights, I didn't spin. But what had happened is the cars before me, and while the lights were there was 8 fucking cars that had smashed into each other because they had slid because of the black ice. So I was this close from being one of those people at 2 o'clock or whatever, 1 o'clock in the morning, of being in a major car wreck because of the fucking snow and ice. Which, by the way, it's not even fucking Thanksgiving yet. What the fuck? We've had cold since last week. Today is a high of 29. Today is a high of 29, and it's not even fucking Thanksgiving yet. This is fucking dumb. Anyway, so that happened, but I did get home at like 2:15, got to sleep, woke up, got there by 10, and then Thursday night, as you all saw on my Instagram, I went to the Earthside Vola concert, and I'm just going to sum it all up by saying, like, John Petrucci, Mike Portnoy were fucking amazing. I paid quite a bit of money to get in front seat, but to me, when you go to see Dream Theater, you go to see them because, and I remember the discussion we've had about the disagreement, which I thought was fascinating, of when you do cover songs. Yeah, like when you do cover songs, are you looking for them to replicate it exactly like the people did, or are you looking for them to add their own like little flavor into it? I like that debate. It's kind of fun. I think there's also a debate in why you go to concerts. For me, I don't go to many concerts, rarely ever. I go to concerts because the music that I listen to, i.e., Dream Theater, Haken, Caligula's Horse, the stuff that they do is incredibly difficult to do. And I want to see that done and replicate it live because obviously it's really hard to replicate that and play that live when you're playing very technical stuff than it is to do it on a CD or something where you have plenty of takes to redo it. That's why I go. That's the main reason. I'm not going to go pay $150 to go see Dave Matthews Band, even though I like their music, to sit like in a nosebleed section in a stadium. For what? Like, fuck, I'd rather sit at home and listen to the music. It's going to sound way better. I'm not going to be annoyed by fucking retards around me. But that's why I went. So I went, got to see that. It was beautiful. I was right up in front of Petrucci watching him do what he does. I was a little upset because I took my stick. I have a Mike Portnoy stick that I caught in the Metropolis 2000, I think it was 2000 tour. I caught it at Bogart's in Cincinnati. And I had it, and he saw it. He right when they came out, he saw it. He was like, he saw that I had the stick. But what I wanted to do was, he tends to in the concerts, while he's playing, he'll throw the stick to the sound man or the guy that's guitar tech or something, and then in the middle of playing, the guy will throw it back, and it's just a little fun thing for him to try to catch it and keep playing. I wanted to do that with him, but of course, I figured he wouldn't, and he didn't. I even went like this a couple of times, and he kind of ignored it to act like he couldn't see it or didn't choose to see it. Because, Petrucci was right in front of me. It'd be kind of sucky if I threw that. I'd probably ruin his playing because he thought I threw something at him. So it makes sense. Anyway, it was a great concert. They played well, of course. And then the Vola concert, I want to say something about. So many of us were talking as we were leading up that, I think a couple of you said, just be careful because Vola, when they play live, sound a little bit different because they put so many effects on his voice on the album. So I was kind of prepared to do that and prepared for that to happen. First, though, Earthside opened up for them. And I don't know if I just missed it or I didn't really let it sink in. But I thought, because we've only had a couple Earthside songs on there, on the channel, I didn't know every song they did was a guest singer. I thought it was just like one or two. So they had the TV behind them playing with the guest singers for all of it. That's a little disappointing. Like, I get why they want guest singers, but I think they should find one, I think they should be find a guest singer. I am talking for 18 minutes and you're going to have to love it. I do think they should just settle on a singer at some point. I do get that for now they're not. But when they played, I don't know, I don't ever remember the song, Dream of Static or whatever it's called. I cried. I think I put it on Instagram. Tears. I actually cried, even though I think, which is another reason why people go to concerts that I don't necessarily, is you go for the live feeling of it and the crowd and just the energy of it. Even with him on the fucking Daniel Hyman on the fucking TV, not even singing live, it's still, when they hit that chorus the second time, I just freaking cried, man. Or is it Tompkins? Sorry, did I say Hyman? Yeah, got it wrong. Yeah. So I totally cried. I was just like a freaking tear came down. I was like, oh shit, I don't want people around me to see that. So, that song is really good. They played it really well live. The drummer was really, really good. And the only thing I said, I actually said this too. I met Kelly, which Kelly, if you ever see this, it was great to see you and your brother again. So this is 2 times I've run into Kelly and her brother. We had a great time at the thing, at the concert. So that's twice. So anytime I think there's a Columbus show that we both have bands that we like, we'll probably run into each other. I told Kelly, the drummer's really good, very technical, but he was a technical good in the Mike Mangini way. He was very mechanical in his playing, very good. Not the Mike Portnoy So Mike Portnoy's not as technical as Mike Mangini, but he's just way more in the groove and he's way more just energized when he plays. This guy was more like a Mike Mangini, but he was fucking sick. Fast forward now to Vola. So Vola, oh, by the way, a little side note. The keyboard player for Earthside is a freaking funny weirdo. And I say funny weirdo because he's got tics. And he's almost, you could tell he's a little on the autistic spectrum. He just like, he does these things where he goes with the drummer. And he knows all the drum parts. Like you can tell he knows every single hit, everything. But he's just a little off. He's a little off and he's funny. At one point he came in the middle of he like told everybody to move, the crowd to move. And so the crowd like spread apart like Moses parting the sea. And he like came out and just like stood there. It's just like, my wife looked at me and she was like, what's going on? And then she started laughing because she was like, this is just too funny. So, yeah, what's up, Atharva? And so the keyboard player, I think he adds something to it. Like, it doesn't bother me, but like, I could see some people being like, what is wrong with this guy? But that's part of their shtick, maybe. So, fast forwarding to Vola. Vola came on, and just as kind of thought, his voice definitely was not, it was weak. It was definitely weak live. Part of that, though, I'm going to blame on the sound guy. And the reason I'm going to blame it on the sound guy is because there is no way you can be like, and when you go into falsetto, can you be as loud as when you're belting a full note in a full voice? There's just no way. So when he went into falsetto, which he does quite a bit for some of their songs, there should be like a way to turn up the mic or just have the mic generally up higher anyway, because I mean, it's loud as fuck. And yeah, he just, when he would go in his high parts, I could hear the crowd over him. Like, he was just not that loud, and it was just very weak. He sounded okay. Like, he's got that, they're from Denmark, so he's got that, well, the drummer's is a Swede, but like, he's got that like back here kind of voice. But okay, so it's hard to say. It was really good, but it definitely was different than the album. Yeah. So the freaking songs were awesome. I felt so much energy. They are in my top 5 for sure. But they definitely, because of the singing live, they fell down the list a little bit for me. Because I would have them up maybe 3 or 2 of my top favorite bands right now, because they have so many good songs, but like kind of moved down to 4 or 5 because of the live experience. I mean, he sounds pretty good. I agree, Para, but it definitely was weak. It's definitely weak. And they need to either fix that with the microphone levels, or he just, I don't know. It's just going to be that way. The last thing I will say about this and Vola is that I met the drummer, and this is crazy. So when he came on when these guys came on the channel and I saw a live video of them, I think you guys can remember this. I said, he looks so like not like a drummer. He's just like this, like totally like skinny dude. Like, but I remember saying, but his part for 24 Light Years is just fucking creative, amazing, and technically difficult to play. And that kind of got me, but I didn't think much about it. After seeing him live, listen to me, even with Portnoy, I think maybe at the first time I saw Portnoy back in 94, do I try to like see the band? I don't give a shit about the band members, to be honest. I don't care. Like, I don't buy merchandise. I've never understood the popularity of like caring so much about these people. Just like that, what you do is great and awesome, but I don't care about you. You're a human being, just like everybody else. You shit like everybody else. So I don't meet people. But after that concert, I was like, I got to meet this dude because he's so unassuming. Like, he just, after the first song, he took off his shirt, and here's this dude that's got like a bald head beard, Swede, that has a fucking goat tattoo on his chest. I was just like, this dude is the most unique, amazing fucking dude ever. I just got to meet this guy because he's just funny. And I would say meeting him, he was really nice, really friendly. Totally cool. I actually told him about the channel, and I think he was lying. I don't think he was lying intentionally, but I think he was either getting me mixed up with something else. But he was like, oh yeah, I think I've seen you before. No, you haven't, bro. I've like one 10 people that watch my channel. But I did send him some. I tagged him in some of the stuff, and he like liked it back and stuff like that. So he does check it. But I'm gonna say this for all people in the channel now, and some of you are not gonna like it. Adrian already didn't like it when I told him yesterday. He is the new, and I say the new champion. He's the new GOAT, dude. He is in my opinion, he definitely surpasses Baird. He does. Baird's good, and I would say they're pretty close to each other. But I just think that this dude's drumming on all their songs, he's in the groove like Portnoy, but he's technical as fuck like Mangini. And his drum parts, he's just so creative with how it fits with the music, which I find more amazing than someone who can do fucking 30-second notes at 200 beats per minute. The fact that he can like write songs that just fit so well with what they're playing, and what they're playing as far as a band is pretty simple. It's not that difficult. It's a lot of it's in 4/4, but he just comes up with these parts that just are like, what's he playing and how's he playing? You have to really think about it. And he's right in the pocket. He's fun and energized when he plays. So I'm going to say, Adam, in my opinion, you are the new up and coming drummer in the prog world. You are better than anybody I've seen so far in the channel. You are awesome and sick. So that's my praise to them. We are now 30 minutes in almost, and I'm done. Blake is good for sure, but I just don't think his parts are as unique, Ryan, as Adam. Adam is fucking awesome. So yeah, all right. Now that we have talked about all of that, let's talk about Ohio State football. Just kidding. All right, let's get into this set. I'm going to just say right now, this is going to be very interesting to see how you guys react to this set, because I think Jim is excited, but Jim, I don't know if you should be that excited, dude. Let's just say this. Jim originally had turned in a different set, a full length album, and then just changed it this past week. I was actually interested more in his first set that he had turned in, and I would tell you why later if he feels like he's not going to do that set later. I don't want to ruin it. But if he says I'm not going to do that set, then I'll tell you guys what he originally was going to do. And yeah. Yeah, I think that one would have been interesting. This one's going to be interesting, and I don't know if in a good way. I'm just going to tell you that right now, Jim. I think you might hear crickets on this, but we'll find out. I might be wrong. So you want me to tell him? Okay, so let me put this. Originally, Jim had turned in Let It Be by the Beatles, the full album of Let It Be. And all of you guys are like, what? But for me, this is what I thought it was going to be interesting, is I think I'm the only human being on face of planet Earth ever to be born or died that doesn't really know much about the Beatles. I'll just be honest. I mean, in my mind, I'm like, yes, the Beatles were like the total switch in music. I know why they're big. I understand why who they are and why they are what they are. I totally get all that. But I don't love them. I don't like, I just don't worship the Beatles as like the gods of music. I know the ones that are very, very good songs, like, you know, from Let It Be, even I was like, oh yeah, I know these 3 or 4 songs, and they're very good, cool little poppy songs. But I don't really know their stuff. I don't really, you know, I can't stand it when people are like, Ringo is the best drummer. He's so good. I'm like, I could play everything Ringo does. The only part that Ringo ever played that was like creative and different was that dun dun da 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 da. Everything else was just straight da 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 da. But because of the Beatles, I feel like everybody, including Mike Portnoy, kisses ass like he's like some great musician. I'm like, he just played a 4/4 beat behind everything. But anyway. Oh yeah, Lugman, that's probably true. It probably got blocked. But either way, I was interested in hearing that album because I'm really not that familiar with a bunch of their stuff other than the stuff that everybody knows that's on, you know, Hey Jude and all that other stuff. Like, I know those songs, but I was going to be interested to see what you guys thought of the Beatles, because I don't know how many you guys like the Beatles and worship the Beatles like the rest of the world. But for me, I'm just like, the Beatles are cool and I like a lot of their songs, but I would never buy their album. I would not go think to turn on the Beatles. And I know that I'm going to get flamed for that, or I feel like I'm going to get flamed for that. But that's why I was interested in him to do this set. It's because I would have discovered more of the Beatles that I don't know. And I would have also got to see if you guys are like, how many people in the chats would have been like into the Beatles. I don't know. But nonetheless, he decided to change it this past week. And we're going to get into that set right now. So here we go. I'm praying for you, Mr. Jim. We'll see how it goes. All right, so here we go. He says he has brought some Christian hymns for us today. You're in the biggest heathen fucking chat probably ever there, dude. I mean, I think I'm the closest thing that would be okay with hymns, and I'm not even a Christian anymore. So, like, the rest of the group, I can't save you, pal. He says we have 11 of them to try. 11 Christian hymns today, people, to get through. And then he says, ugh. So I think he almost anticipates that you guys are going to be crazy about this. And then, listen to this. He says, everyone get your Bibles out. Because we are in worship service, baby. He has it in all capital letters. Oh, this is funny. I love it, Jim. I think it's good. And let me say this before we get started. I totally dig this because it's very different. And just like the anime, just like the Tori Amos, I want the channel to try to grow in our efforts of what we listen to and accept or like. And again, maybe we don't like this. Maybe we do. Who knows? But these are Christian hymns. It's actually Christian prog metal. 11 different Christian prog rock bands. So I don't think it's like hymns in the way that you guys are thinking about it, but that's what he said. So I think he's kind of joking. So this first one is called, I think it's Cutlass, and the song is called The Feeling. It's very, very short song. It says there's a greater meaning beyond the music that we are bringing, because tonight we are singing and together we know. Okay, what do you mean by that, Jim? Explain that a little bit. I think our chat just went down from 20 all the way to 8. No, I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. Let's try to get into this first one. Cutlass. Okay. Interesting. Oh, that's them?
I feel like I can't stand still anymore.
All right.
Are you with me? Got a mic, here's the band, now get your feet off the floor. Can you hear me?
Not bad.
I can't
Better than
run
hymns.
away. The feeling's gotta stay while we rock all night long.
Little cheesy.
I think
It's cheesy, but
reason that we show the world how real we are. Turn it up.
ooh, nice. Wow,
Scream
wow.
the lyrics, you know. Keep it coming. The time is right. Let's unite.
Yeah, this sounds more like straightforward rock, not proggy.
Everybody, I cannot run away. The feeling's gotta stay while we rock all night long. I think
Hopefully they show some dick root.
the reason that we show the world how real we are.
Yeah, this is definitely radio rock in my opinion too.
There's a greater meaning beyond the music that we are bringing.
Oh, I can hear the bass there.
Now singing, and together we know we cannot run away.
Scott.
Gotta stay while we.
I don't know if you can get any worse than bad Nickelback. How can you get worse than Nickelback?
I think that we all know the reason that we show the world
Wow, John Feety likes it.
who we are.
You got one person there, Jim. Aaron doesn't hate it. Uh-oh, Jim. Jim, what's going on? Is that it? Man, that was really fast. All right, so definitely not a hymn sounding song. So I think Jim was fucking with you guys a little bit. Definitely wasn't a hymn. Yeah, I would say it was straightforward rock. Nothing special about that. I would not put that on a playlist because it sounds like, I mean, I know you guys are going to flame me for this, but I like Creed, as I've said many times on here before. That wasn't nearly as good as even Creed. Creed at least was unique, and the song sounded unique. That was so straightforward that I've probably heard that song a billion times. But what I think is funny is that, Jim, you've got some people in here that kind of liked it, which not liked it, but they're okay with it, I guess you should say, which I will form the question this way. What do you guys think? If you had a choice between that song that just happened or the anime Tori Amos stuff, which one would you choose? Say it in the comments. All right, what's up, Anthony? Let's get into the second one since we are way behind. Number 2 is We As Human, I guess is the band. And the song is Double Life. You tried, but it won't wash away. Bloodstained reminder of the choice you made. So pray that no one ever sees beneath the surface, buried 6 feet deep. Is that another part of the lyrics there? Or are you just trying to say that we should repent so we don't go to hell? Because I'm bloodstained. Tell us, Jim. We As Human, and it's Double Life. Here we go.
You make an entrance like a queen.
Okay, this definitely sounds like Incubus, kind of. No, what's that band? They sang The Reason. Sounds like that band. The Reason.
Can't stand the sight that your reflection shows. Don't pretend that it never happened.
Colin. I would say, yes, Terror Maidens. Best Christian band of this at this moment for me. Oh, Hoobastank, that's right. Yeah, this always sounds like a Hoobastank voice. The reason. Now. Yeah, that's very Hoobastanky. Hoobastanky. I like that.
Bloodstained reminder of the choice you made. So pray that no one ever sees.
Para. It's like having a diverse friend so that you can hang out with other diverse people. Yeah, I'm at least gonna say that this is better than the first one. What's up, Para? We on the same page. Ooh, I like that chord right there. All right, Jim. I like it. You have lost 5 people, though. We went from 20 to 15. Yeah, this does sound a little butterfly effecty. Oh, I thought he was going to go into a full, like, growl scream. Para, I agree. I thought it was going to be a breakdown, like a wasted chance. Okay, I guess that's it. All right, so, Jean-Francois, this is another reason why I don't like these things. And I've said it, and I actually said it to Jim when I bought these. is when you do Bluetooth, there's like even if it's like half a second difference between when you're talking and the music that you're listening to and what's going on. I don't like that. And he said there's no latency problems with these, but obviously if you've noticed it, there is. And I actually noticed it last night when I was listening to these. I was watching a video. There was latency between what I was hearing and what the guy was saying on the video. So there is some. How do you not have a delay, Jim? And I do. Maybe it's my. I know this. My Bluetooth is connected, like in the computer. It came with the computer, so maybe it's not a great Bluetooth thing. It's connected anyway. I had to fuck around quite a bit to get this like to even work in the first place. So. Because OBS was just like not recognizing it, and I had to stop it and come back. And Jim, I'm not coming for your ass, man. I'm just telling you. This is like Jim. The reason why this has nothing really to do with you. I can't even tell you. I've gotten so many comments in the comment section of people being like, "You really need to get these headphones," and I kept saying like, I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. And I'm trying not to be closed-minded about it, but it's not you. It's that I finally did it, and now my air drumming's off. I mean, what the fuck am I supposed to do? If my air drumming's off, what the hell? Everyone's going to think I don't know how to play fucking drums. Anyway. Yeah, so I don't know why there is latency if you guys are seeing the problem, if there's a delay. Obviously, it's Bluetooth issue, because when I use the regular phones, there isn't. I'm just looking for any excuse. Yes. All right. So that one was definitely better than the first one. Again, though, I wouldn't listen to that necessarily, on my own. But let's get to number 3. This is Pillar. Do they have the Stones? This is Pillar without the Stones, called Not Without a Fight. Man, these are all really like short songs. There's a hole in my heart that's bleeding, but it's given me strength I needed to carry on. I'm moving on. I'm not giving up that easily. All right. So I did want to say, because I'm guessing that's another lyric from them. I did want to say to Para's Dream Theater religious lyrics, Christian lyrics. I wouldn't even call them Christian. Although, you know, Petrucci has said that he kind of has a Catholic kind of connection. I would say they're religious overtones for sure, but it's so general that I don't, like, even in a Change of Seasons, there's songs where like there's imagery, religious imagery, but it's certainly not Christian. I would never call it like outright Christian. It's just very religion-y kind of spiritual. But I wouldn't call it Christian, other than a few references to God or something like that. But again, that's not Christian necessarily. All right, so this is Pillar, Not Without a Fight. Here we go. Pillar. Oh, so John knows him, Anthony knows him. What's up, Anthony?
There's a hole in my heart that's bleeding, but it's giving me strength I needed to carry on. I'm moving on. I'm not giving up that easily. I can see the black cloud breaking. It doesn't stop the scars from aching. I'm standing strong. It won't be long until I see you face to face.
Okay.
I'm not going down that easy. It takes more than that just to break me. I'm not going down without bleeding. I'm not going down without a
Yeah, it's got some thick guitars. Good layering. So, how's my voice, by the way, with the music? Can you hear me, or am I drowned out? How's it going?
It takes more than that just to break me.
good. Perfect. Love it. Thank you. Not going down without a fight, motherfuckers. Unless you torture me, and then I will. Yeah, I'm gonna put this 2-3-1. Okay, here comes the best part. Is it like really heavy, straightforward, what?
I'm not going down that easy.
Yeah, Scott, I think that's the boat that I'm in. It might be better, and I think these are even a little bit better, but not enough to warrant $150. Is that the end? All right. What was the best part about that? Is it because just the heaviness of it, Jim? Is that why you thought that was the best part? Because I didn't feel like it changed all that much. It wasn't like a drop or something. Yeah, for me, again, I'm not just trying to start a fight here. But the main thing that people have said when we've talked about having headphones versus like better headphones, whatever, is they say like you can hear parts that you couldn't hear before. And I don't know if it's just because I play music enough that like I hear everything. I hear what's going on pretty clearly. It's not like there's not like I'm hearing things now that I couldn't hear before. It's just a little bit better, just a little bit better of a sound. So I don't know. I'm gonna wait and see. But so far, nothing has sounded that much better compared to $7 plug-in phones. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I've had active listening for like 25 years. Even maybe more than that, maybe 30. So active listening for me is, I mean, maybe it's a little more, yeah, I would agree with that. It's a little more crisp and clear, but it's not like I can't hear other stuff in the other headphones. Like I'm hearing it just as good. It's just a little bit better. Yeah. So far I'm going to say the 3 songs that we've listened to are pretty straightforward. Like I don't feel like there's anything, but I don't expect that with Christian music. Even, when I was a Christian, the way I look at it is it's just a numbers game. They're at an unfair number disadvantage. So like, I'm not going to use that analogy because I'll get in trouble. But when you have a bigger pool of people, you're going to have a bigger chance of finding people that are going to be technical. But when you have a smaller pool of people, the chance of finding those technical people are going to be 1 in a million because you have a smaller pool of people. Just like why the big countries win the Olympics. There's a good analogy. When you have big countries that have an advantage because they have so many people, it's more likely they're going to have better athletes overall because they have a bigger pool to choose from. I think it's the same thing with Christian music. I think the only real Christian band that I heard that I was like, wow, they've got some technical, they're good, is Tourniquet. Tourniquet is fucking good. And I know there's others out there, but they're just few and far between. So I don't expect Christian music to have like technical stuff. When even in the general population outside of Christianity, there's not a ton of technical bands. So it's even going to be smaller chance of finding a very technical band within Christianity, which is a smaller population. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me that this stuff is not as technical, but it's pretty straightforward. I don't hear anything that's very different than much. This next one's called Stellar Cart. It's an interesting name. The song is called Shine Like the Stars. Wherever you are, wherever you go, be heavenly glow. Shine like the stars. Okay? Shine. Make them wish that they were not on the outside looking forward. I remember that song. Who was that? What was that band's name? Shine. I can't remember their name. They were pretty popular. Shine. Make them wish that they were not. What was that band's name? There was DC Talk, and then they were like the other one. All right. Anyway, this is Stellar Cart, Shine Like the Stars. This is number 4. Here we go. Surfer Boys.
Is it real what you feel? Do you burn inside? Is it true within you?
That dude with the
Is your spirit alive?
the black hair that's looking all serious.
Tell me why do you
That hair.
fear and try
It's
to
just like the Christian.
disappear if you've got nothing to hide.
Good harmony there.
Like the stars.
This is total cheesy, straightforward pop.
Wherever you go, be heavenly glow, shine like the stars.
Yeah, Scott, I get the Good Charlotte feel too.
I hear you say, you know the way.
1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and
But compromise only satisfies
Da-da.
the dying part of you.
Da-da.
So tell me, why do you go on hiding when you know the world is waiting for you to shine like the stars?
Yeah, I don't dig this song that much.
Wherever you go, be heavenly glow, shine like the stars.
Jim. Hey man, I like that you're like Colin and you're taking it in stride.
Don't burn out.
Manuel Romero, telling it like it is. Seriously, Jim, I appreciate that you're laughing and you're having fun with it. But I kind of, when I saw this set, I kind of figured you were gonna get some tomatoes.
Wherever you go, be heavenly glow, shine like the stars. Wherever you are, wherever you go, be heavenly glow, shine like the
Ooh, John Feedy is fighting back. Feedy is staking his ground. And actually, I don't quite agree with Feedy. I put them in the same category. Like this stuff, I don't really dig. But your heavy stuff sometimes, I think, in a lot of ways could be worse than this. At least this has a melody. I love that we have differences of opinion on here. All you guys being all high and mighty about certain music when your music sucks too. Wow, even Ashley's... Dude, Ashley is crushing Caligula's Horse. Wow. I mean, the fact that she would choose this over those is just crazy how bad she hates them. So... I wouldn't talk about what. It's just great. It's about differences of opinion is what I'm trying to say. Is whenever people don't like my stuff, I don't. When have I ever crushed other people's music? Never. I just like, I don't like it. It's not for me. But to be like, this is fucking making me sick. Never done that. So that's what I mean by high and mighty. All right, let's get into number 5 because we are only halfway there and we're over an hour because I talk so much. This is Falling Up. That's interesting. How do you fall up? It's like gravity, man. This song is called Moonlit. This is the motion, let go now. So Falling Up, Moonlit. Here we go, number 5. Okay.
So this is real, the window seal, I cannot
Falling up to the Lord.
all the secrets are here now. All I've known, my cup is blown, the ages shown.
Bow, bow.
You know that they are
I do like the background. It's a cool song. Except it looks like Michael Myers is in the window there.
Breaking tide, the bleaks are white and friendly light. And water only from inside. All alone.
Oh, nice little switch there.
Whispers of defense is gone.
Boom.
This is the way, this is the motion. Let go now. This is the breath, this is the ocean. Let go now. This is the way, this is the motion. Let go now. This is the breath, this is the ocean.
So, I don't like the rest of the song, but that middle part... Okay. This is the closest to frog we've heard so far. That...
The effect is in motion. Strength is gone, the breath is on, the lash is on. You know that it will soon be gone. Still I wait. It's
I like that middle section. I hope they go back to it. Go into halftime. Go into halftime. Do it right now. Yeah. Halftime. See? Just because of this part, I'm going to put this above 4. Yeah, but this part, not digging it. I like the half part, Jim. I like the half part. Half life. John, it's because people hate Jesus. It's like the unconscious hate of Jesus. So they're taking it out on the music. Ah, I shouldn't have.
This is the way, this is the motion. Let go now. This is the breath, this is the ocean. Let go.
I blocked it. I deleted it.
This is the motion.
I can't believe it. This is like
Go now. This is
something must be happening. We've reached over 800 subscribers or 1,800 subscribers. So is that when the bots come flowing? Because we hadn't had bots before until the last couple weeks.
this is the breath, this is the ocean. This is the way, this is the motion. This is the way, this is the
Yeah, Para, I think that's a great take. In a group like this, even the anime stuff doesn't fall into been reproduced over and over again 100 times, which is why maybe this is getting a harder reaction. So Para, I think Para is right on this one. Para is very rarely correct, so I'm going to side with him on this. Yeah, like even the anime or even the Tori Amos, well, Tori Amos kind of manufactured a lot. The fact that every song sounded the same on that was one thing, but like so far, every song we've listened to sounds like almost like just so much of everything else we've heard. And because we tend to like more intricate music, that's gonna cause a reaction. And then add Jesus on top of that, and you're probably getting people to poop their pants. So, yeah, Colin, if we're getting bots, maybe we are getting popular, which is funny because we are, for the first time, over 1,800. Like we got to 1,799, and then it dropped to 1,995 or 1,795. And then it kept fluctuating for like 2 or 3 weeks in between that. And now we finally got to 1,801, which will probably drop down to a couple, you know, especially after people listen to this. Hope no Christians come here, because then they'll be like, no. All right, let's get to the next one, which is number... Oh, I think I heard somebody say this band in the chat. They said they really liked them. I can't remember who that was. Was it Anthony? This band is called Red, and the song is called Lie to Me. Lie to me, watch me bleed, because I'll still be here when you see you're not alone. Sounds like Jesus. You don't have to run again. Human relationships. In parentheses, or in quote, or whatever. Yeah, parentheses. This is Red, Lie to Me, number 6. Here we go. Oh, it's a cool background. It's red. But what is that, like, little smidge? Or is that my... Oh. Wait. Is that a smidge on the red, or is that on my computer screen? That little dark smidge. Yep. Para, I agree with you. You're right. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a little bit better. Da-da-da. Da-da-da.
Tell yourself it's over now. Try to kill a broken bell. If only you could find the strength to kill the memories. These empty pages never turn. And if the flame
2K, Scott. Don't think we're going to reach 2K for another year. Maybe. Oh, there's Cucumber. Where have you been? All women are hot. I like that da-da. Da-da. At least that, like, guitar is very deep chord. Yeah, so far I think we all agree that 6 is the best. Yeah, Cucumber's soul is uncleansable. Is that a word?
all your secrets crawl inside. You keep them safe, you let them hide. You feel them drinking in your pain.
Scott, Cucumber, Macumber, I don't think you'll say that. Maybe you will. I'm really surprised, because to me, if we're going to talk about good Christian bands, Chevelle, I think is pretty good. Chevelle has... I'm surprised... I mean, are they too old? I don't know modern Christian bands, but... Definitely. Oh, really? I thought they were always called a Christian band. I mean, I don't really care, but I thought they were called Christian band. Oh, okay, maybe they are. I don't know why. I was always told Chevelle was a Christian band. Oh. I think my favorite Christian band is, like, in this kind of music style, is 7 Day Jesus. 7 Day Jesus has got some rockin' songs. I don't even think they're still around, but they were when I was in college. Oh, okay. I don't know why then. I've had people tell me they were Christian. I actually have a video of me playing a Chevelle song. Yeah, I was in my old house in Denver. I have a video of me playing to a Chevelle song. It's a fucking sick song. I like it. Okay. Like this part. Heaviness. right. Maybe It Is Red is the song that I played. Yeah, I need to. I'll put that in the comment section. I'll link me playing. I like the feel of the song and it's heavy. But yeah, 7-Day Jesus has some really, really great lyrics if you're a Christian, especially. And just, I think, great harmonies, great mixture of like heavy, and like melodic, good, chill. They're one of the best, I think, bands. But again, I don't think they're still around. This was like, we're talking 20 years ago. So, yeah, you know what's weird is they're not on Spotify, I don't think either. I tried to look them up on Spotify and they weren't there. So I don't know. All right. We are halfway, so we're going to have to start rolling because we're halfway. That's it. All right. This is Anberlin, a whisper and a clamor. Anberlin. Clap your hands, all ye children. There's a clamor in your whispering. Clap your hands tonight. Hear what the silence screams. All right. Let's do it. Number 7. Da, 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 da. Okay, this is back to typical.
Something's got to give now. Something's going to break down. I grow tired of writing songs, but people listen but never hear what's really going on now.
Yeah, Atharva, this is a full album, like 11 songs review.
Clap your hands, all ye children. Clamor in your whispering. Clap your hands.
Wait a minute. Tara, why aren't you at work? Shouldn't you be at work normally? Did you take the day off? Yeah, this is gonna fall down to, Cucumber, yes, they are. So it sounds like Jim, a lot of people like this band, just not this song. Oh, nice little switch there. Good. That's kind of catchy. Exactly, Cucumber. But the problem is as I was saying earlier before you joined, you have a smaller pool of people, so you're less likely to get more good music, or music that we're gonna like for sure. Okay. Tara's like, no, later. Ooh, I held that note for a fucking long time. Just made myself laugh. All right, so I did want to say before we move on to the next one, because again, that song was on the latter half of my picks. I just thought it was typical. Didn't like it as much. I did want to say before we move on, Cucumber Macumber has come out with another video on his channel. So if you have not been checking that out, or you're not subscribed to Cucumber Macumber, go fucking watch that boy. He just came out with a new video a couple days ago, so go see it. All right, here we go. The next song is called 1,000 Foot Crutch. That sounds familiar, that name. 1,000 Foot Crutch. Let the sparks fly. Let me take you into the light. There's nowhere to hide. There's nothing but darkness left here. Okay? Let me take you into the light. 1,000 Foot Crutch. Let the sparks fly. Number 8. Here we go.
Let the sparks fly. There's no such thing as maybe. Burn it like it's painted. No more hesitating. Let the sparks fly, baby. Drive it like you're racing. You can call me crazy. I'm just tired of waiting. Let the sparks fly, baby. Give me one if it's real.
Give me one.
Give me one.
Here we go. Give me one. I like that. Oh. Oh, now they're doing offbeat. Oh my god.
Let me take you into the light. There's nowhere to hide. There's nothing but darkness left here. Shake it off and let's take a ride. 'Cause heaven's not far away. And I'm not gonna leave you. There's no such thing as maybe. Burn it like it's painted. No more hesitating. Let the sparks fly, baby. Drive it like you're racing.
Yeah, this one's not as bad. I'm gonna put it up in a higher half. Give me one. Oh, I don't hate this. This is up in I put this in third. Oh. 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 Oh, I see the little switch they're doing with the beat.
Let me take you into the light. There's nowhere to hide. There's nothing but darkness left here. Shake it off and let's take a ride. 'Cause heaven's not far away. And I'm not gonna leave you. There's no such thing as maybe. Burn it like it's painted. No more hesitating. Let the sparks fly, baby. Drive it like you're racing.
Oh, Adrian's got this at the bottom half. Oh wow, Ashley thinks this is the best song? Interesting.
Let the sparks fly.
Omar, that's hilarious. A WWE entrance.
Let me take you into the light.
Oh, Feedy just threw down the gauntlet. Look at Feedy. Feedy got the confidence boiling. How are you gonna take that, Adrian? Huh? Adrian don't have anything to say? Let me take you into the light. Nothing but darkness left here. Oh, Atharva likes this one the best. So interesting how we all have different. Adrian puts it last. People put it first. Ashley puts this first. The one thing I love about these sets is like it almost allows me to realize how much I don't understand or know people's taste, even though I think I have an understanding of what their tastes are after so many sets that we've had. mean, the fact that Ashley put this first and Adrian put this last, I'm like, huh? Like, it's such an interesting because I don't feel like this song was very different at all than most of the other songs. So the closest one that it was the other heavy one that we liked, Red. So I don't know. It's kind of, I just think it's great to see how people react differently to this stuff. So, oh God, Macumber, I'm going to kill you. All right. So let's get to the next one, which is 9 Lashes. Get Back is the name of the song. This is an official video. I will try to put a filter on it. Get back to where you once believed. Get back, get back. Okay, so 9 Lashes, Get Back. Here we go. This is number 9. We have a couple more songs to go. Oh shit, there is no filter on it. Let's do it. Okay, filter's on. Very similar to everything else we've heard. This is totally something I would hear in a modern church that's like, we're not going to do those old hymns anymore. We're going to do something cool. And everyone's going. And the guy with the cool, like, flared white tips. Cucumber. But Adrian, I'll say this is not as hard of a chore as the Terry Amos songs. The Terry Amos songs, to me, it was just like one song that kept going for like 10 songs. So this is easier than that. The Tori Amos songs almost had zero difference from song to song. Yeah, this is number 9. I'm going to put this right in the middle. Actually, I'll put it in front of 3. Never free here. Adrian. That's true, Jason. That's a very good point. I didn't think about that. Nice way to throw down the gauntlet, Jason. Very true. One artist, at least, versus all the artists sounding pretty similar. Touche, touche, Jason. Had in mind. Anthony, you and Jim need to have a disciples meeting. Hold each other accountable. Accountability partners meeting. Get back. Oh, Beatty, the 3 of you need to get together. You guys should go through the discipleship steps. Oh. Yeah. You said this was going to get better. And the only thing I'm going to say, Jim, is that whether I like or dislike these songs, to me, I don't even dislike them, but I don't like them. They're just kind of like songs to me. But you said they was going to get better. The only thing that got better was Red, and then it went right back to the same. And even Red was kind of close to this stuff. It was just better than the rest of the stuff. So it hasn't changed much. So I want to know, for you, what you were thinking when you said, like, it's getting better. Like, what about these last couple songs has gotten better from the first couple of songs? In your opinion, just wondering, since you do like them. Let's see. Let's get to number 10. This is Ashes Remain, End of Me. I ran away from the pain, always breaking down inside, incomplete. But now I see this won't be the end of me. That's kind of a cool line. I like that. I ran away from the pain, always breaking down inside, incomplete. But now I see this won't be the end of me. That sounds like an Einer kind of line. Here we go with number 9. Einer line number 9. See, I can rhyme myself. Oh, this has a filter on it too. Is this the same song as the last song? I think it is. Oh shit, did I put this? I'm like, wait, this is the same song. Fuck. Maybe I downloaded it twice by accident. Let me stop it. What song are we doing? Dude, that was fucking funny. I really did not mean to do that. This is Ashes Remain, End of Me. Let me try to see if I can do it. Okay. Let's try it. Oh, there we go. Right? Woohoo! I got it fixed. This is better a little bit. Definitely better than the last song. Colin, a rip. Inside myself, this life is much too young to fade. Could this be the longest set that we've had ever? We're at 1 hour and 22 minutes. Uh-oh. Because I talk so long, the Christian set might win the longest set ever. I actually like this song. Not as good as Red, but I like it. Wait, is this 10? It's 9. It's time to meet this face to face. I ran away from the pain, always breaking down inside, incomplete. But now I see this won't be the end of Petey. Oh, the Terra Maze album was 1 hour and 46, I think. Okay. Was it really that long? I don't remember doing an hour and 46 minutes. When nothing's wrong, nothing's okay. Everyone has been betrayed. Oh, there we go. Halftime is life, baby. I might have to change. I don't know. That part was pretty cool. Yeah, why did they leave that? If they would have stayed on that part, damn. Hey, Manuel Romero, no. It's not a good thing to win that title, okay? It's not a good thing. And this Manuel Romero, I don't accept this challenge, pal. The only reason this set is long is because I talked for 30 minutes. It wasn't because the music choice was long. Get that straight, okay? So don't take this as a challenge, pal. I just had to talk about my fucking concert experiences this past week. Okay? Everyone understand that? All right, thanks. All right, we are finally coming to the last song of this at 1 hour and 24 minutes in. And this one's called Sent by Ravens. The song is called Listen. Love is waiting for you patiently when you start to listen. So that's a come to Jesus line right there, people. Love is waiting for you if you just repent, okay? Start to listen. But I think I remember Jesus saying, unless God calls them, they cannot listen and hear. So really, it's not up to you. It's up to God dragging your ass to him. So that's biblical. You really don't make a choice. So just kind of realize that God is dragging you, I guess, is really what you have to do. Just come to the realization of that. There's some theology for you, Mr. Jim. Go read your Bible, because that's what it says. All right, so this is the last and final one. Number 11, let's do it.
You may speak to the heart of a crowd, but your words won't always be graceful. This show is a beautiful thing, but we're all in a season of changing. Forget what you know, the things you try to control.
Hey, shut up! Oh, that was a good stop. This is actually not bad. I like this. Again, because it's slower tempoed. Well, Scott, it's biblical. I used to be a free will thinker until I read the Bible and had debates with a bunch of Christians when I was a Christian. And biblically, you can't hold up the free will debate. But if you don't believe in the Bible, it doesn't matter. It's like a choose your own adventure book, which is awesome, by the way. I actually like this one. I'm going to put this third. No! Listen! No! Ooh. Oh, dude, I might have to move this up because of this part. Yeah, this is definitely like... No! I might have to move this one back up to like... I think I'm putting this first. This is definitely first for me. I take that back. It actually has like a catchy like way of doing the lyrics. Yeah, Lumen, I agree. Best song of the whole fucking thing. Way to end it, Jim. Way to end it on this. Is that it? Short and to the point, and that was good. Interesting. Yeah, Anthony, that's why I said it was a choose your own adventure book. It appears from our perspective that we're making choices, but in the overall arching, transcending Cousteau view, we're not making choices. It's the Pinocchio scenario. So it just depends on what view you're talking about. I can't live as if I'm predetermined because then I wouldn't do anything because I don't know. The fact that I don't know is like a choose your own adventure book. The choose your own adventure books, they're already written and someone wrote the book and it's going to lead you to where they wrote the book. They just give you a couple what looks like choices. And you make those choices because you don't know what the ending of the book is. That's why it's brilliant if you think about it. All right, so Jim, I'm going to say to you, I do think, as I told you, I was actually surprised when you asked me what I think you should do about changing the set. I said I think you should do the Beatles set, and I think I was right. I'm glad you did this set because this is what you want to do, which is what I also said to you in my response. I said, you need to do what you want to do. Don't care whether people like it or not. But I did say, I do think the Beatles one would be better and more interesting. So, again, in the future, that in no way, shape, or form means you should do anything else other than what you want to do in the future. But I do think people are saying that they would find that, the Beatles thing would have been interesting. And at some point, maybe we will do it if we decide to, because I just don't know the Beatles very well. Out of those, the one thing I would say for this is that I do feel like a lot of the songs just sounded very poppy, redone, rehashed stuff, which is typically Christian. Even when I was a Christian, I just was like not into Christian music. Obviously, Dream Theater was my band, because Christian music just is just, it's a certain thing, and they get wrapped up in trying to mimic the world instead of, but it's hard for them to like create the world because they're such a small group compared to the world. So really appreciate Jim turning the set in. We are at 1 hour and 31 minutes. I don't know if that's the longest set, but it sounds like Colin's set was longer. And Manuel Romero, don't you dare try to beat that. I will say no. If it's like an hour and a half worth of music, I will say no. Just stay within at least 50 minutes of music. So I have 10 minutes to talk. All right, you guys, we are here tomorrow for Colin's set on a Sunday. Thank you, Jim. Thank everybody for being here. I mean, we had quite a number of people that stayed. It went from 20 to 15, but stayed at 15, 16, 17 for the whole hour and 20 minutes. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully, let's not get it blocked. All right, so everyone have a good Saturday. Go Bucks. It's going to be shitty cold, but we should be able to take care of Maryland, but we have not been doing that all freaking year. Next week is the biggest week. So let's hope that we take care of business today, and just that's the way it goes. Peace out.